Hey guys, it's Tony here. This is an emergency update. Look at this. Bitcoin is still below the all-time high, even though we were staying here more than 24 hours. I talked about how in the previous video, if we stay inside underneath the all-time high for more than 24 hours, then we will dump down to the $60,000 level because of the fractal and the Fibonacci retracement ratio, the Fibonacci extension right here that we grabbed from the all-time high to the COVID dump and then back down, and that is the 0.618 ratio, and that could make us dump all the way to the 0.5, which is at 59,500. I want to talk to you guys more about this because I found out more proof that we could be falling down to this, and even more. We could fall down technically all the way to the higher 50s, and this is bad, guys. But remember this, I'm still bullish in the long term, guys. So let's get into the video. So guys, let's do a quick recap of the previous video. I talked about how we could fall down to the $60,000 because we have a fractal that shows that we could be going all the way down to here, and then after that we could go up. And not only that, we have the Fibonacci extension level that shows that we have a resistance at 69,900 or 70,000, you should say. So that is a gigantic resistance, and you guys know that people are always scared of gigantic straight numbers. So 70,000, straight number, people are scared of it. So look at this. I think we could go down to 60,000, which is also a big, scary number. But look at this. We have an indicator that shows why I think we could be going down. Well, that's the wrong indicator. This indicator right over here, this indicator, it's called the Bitcoin funding rate. And this rate shows, this basically how it works is, it shows how much of the funding, how much of the money from the longers goes into the shorters. So if it's orange, it means the Bitcoin shorts are getting money. If it is blue, that means the more there are money going to the Bitcoin longs. Now, look at this. Who do you think is more, the Bitcoin shorts or the Bitcoin long? Well, it looks tremendously like there are more Bitcoin shorts. And this is bad, guys. Since there's more Bitcoin shorts, that means that there's a lot of money going to the Bitcoin shorts. Not only that, but look how high this candle is. You know what that means? There are a lot of longers that are losing money and that's going to the Bitcoin shorts. So this could be a warning, because when we have a lot of longs, Bitcoin usually goes against of practically the whole crowd is doing. Now, not only that, we also have the fractal I talked about right here. Remember this fractal from my previous video? That's really important. Look at this. We have the Bitcoin funding rate right here, and this is the fractal, and this is where we are right now. Look at where we are right now versus the fractal. Now, this is something really, really important, because look at this. We have the fractal, which when we went to the fractal, we had this pump up right here. And it also met by a pump in the Bitcoin funding rate to go to the bears. So the longers are giving a lot of money to the bears. And this is really interesting, guys, that we have practically the same amount of, look at this, look how high the bar is. It's practically the same. It's literally practically at the same level. So this looks really, really close to where we were when we were in the fractal. But look what happened after that. When we dumped really fast down, right here, when we had this correction, which is where I believe Bitcoin is right now, on top of this, when we had this correction down, the Bitcoin funding rate went practically to zero. And look at this. The Bitcoin funding rate already had one time we went to zero. Of course, we have these like small pumps sometimes. But look, the first time we went to zero was when we started going down. And after that, we just kept going down. But after the Bitcoin funding rate went up, we pumped up. So look at this. Bitcoin is looking like we have the same exact thing going on. The Bitcoin funding rate is going down to zero, and so we could be falling also. We could be falling and doing what the fractal states that we could do, which is going to $60,000. And not only $60,000, I believe we can go lower, but I'll explain why later. Now, after that, guys, I want to talk about how look at this. Basically, every single time we have some kind of all-time high. So let's go to when we broke $20,000. We made a new all-time high at $24,000, and then we briefly dumped. Even though this looks small, if you go on like the 4-hourly time frame, and then you go right there, look at this. This was a pretty big dump. And look how big this dump was. If we take the percentage and we go from here to here, from the top of the dump to the bottom, that was a 10% dump. Pretty big. After that, we pumped back up and we went to 28,000, a new all-time high. But after that, we had another 10% dump. Now, we went higher and we had a pump all the way to 34,000. Now, after that, we had a 20% dump, which was a candle, but we had a 14 dump, which was a smaller candle, and the bodies take us to 10%. So we had a candle to 21, but that was really fast, and we had a body to 10. This is what I'm going to be talking about later, guys, because this looks like what Bitcoin could be doing in the future. Now, after that, we went to the $41,000, and guess what happened, guys? We had a dump again. And guess how far this dump went? Well, this dump, it went 30% with the candles, but with the wicks, guys, I'm sorry, but with the bodies, you guys can see that it's 26%. So every single time I've been saying candles, guys, I meant wick, and every single time I said body, I meant candle. So we have a 26% with the body, with the candle, but with the wick, we have a 30%. Now, this is already next time we pumped was about the all-time high, but you guys can see that every time we made an all-time high, we had a dump. But what's even more interesting is that the dumps are about 0.236 Fib retracement backwards. Yes, you heard me, backwards. We take this Fibonacci retracement level and we count it backwards. So look at this. We have the 0 and then the 1. We count it backwards. The 0.236 is $60,000. Boom shakalaka. This looks really bearish because this is usually, look, let me show you some proof. If we let's just look at this one, and we go from here, which was the top, backwards down to one of the bottoms, which is right here, you guys can see that we dumped to 0.382, and you guys know that, well, you probably don't, but this is what we dump to. We dump in the middle of 0.236. If we break this, we go to 0.382. And this is what I want to talk about, why I believe we could fall down to even more than 0.236, that we could fall down to 0.832. This is something that happens a lot. Every time we pump to the all-time highs and we dump, we usually go to 0.236, 0.382. Any more than that, and this is already starting to look like a correction, and we could be seeing a bigger dump, like what we did right here. We had a correction down, and it looked like it would be 0.382, but we went much farther down to 0.618, and that's why I think that was a the second wave of the 5-wave move. Now, I think we could jump to $60,000, and if we break that, then we go to 0.318, which is about $56,000. Let's go exactly, see what's exactly. The exact price is $56,600. Yes. So that is where I think we could pump. But not only that, guys. Yes, I am not done. If we turn on our Ichimoku cloud on the 4-hour time frame, you guys can see that the Ichimoku cloud is the top of it right now. Actually, is at $60,000. And not only that, but if, let's just say by the time we fall back down, yes, this looks, if we go, let's just say we keep going at the rate of how far we're falling, we're going to reach perfectly on the Ichimoku cloud. And this is looking like a strong support, guys. You guys know that the Ichimoku cloud, you probably don't, but the Ichimoku cloud is a strong support and resistance level. As long as we're above it, we're going up. As long as we're below it, we're going down. So we have to stay above the Ichimoku cloud. But there is a chance that we could stay above this. And the first thing is that if we confirm support on this trend, guys, then we could be going up. And that's the most simple. But the most important thing is, guys, that we have support. We have so much support where we are right now. We jumped to zero. We jumped to 61,000. There is a lot of support there. One, there is this sideways support. Two, if we go on the hourly time frame, we have an Ichimoku cloud, guys, that we are inside. And as long as we don't get rejected, which we kind of look like we could be doing, so we have to stay above this Ichimoku cloud and not break these two supports, which is the trend and this support and the Ichimoku cloud, then we could be seeing a tap, and we could be going up. And that is one of the bullish things that we could be doing. And look at this. If we break this Ichimoku, we could get a resistance, and we could actually fall out of this channel. But we do have some golden things. If we dump to the 0.236, which is at $60,000, and within the hour, yes, the hour. Why the hour? Well, because like I showed you guys in that dump, if we do a wick, it could be fast, and we could go back up. And that is one of the that sometimes happens also. We could go if we go to the 0.236 level and then back up into the trend before the hour ends, we could be saved from going deeper. If we break the 0.236 or we stay there more than an hour, you guys could be seeing maybe even a dump all the way to the 0.382. After that, guys, you guys know that I believe we will be pumping up. Now, not only that, guys, but we also have the RSI and stochastic RSI on the 1 hourly and on the 4 hourly that are low. So we could be seeing a pump up. And so, guys, if the RSI and stochastic RSI can hold us above this and make us not fall down, let's just say we start pumping here because of the support, that we could be saved. But the data shows that we could be seeing a dump down to here, and this makes sense because we've been pumping for a long time. The fractal shows that we could be going down to 60,000. Then usually what we do when we break the all-time high, we go down to 60,000. We hit a gigantic resistance. We need a recharge. 60,000, guys. If we break below that, instead of going back up to the top, and we go down even further, guys, 56,000. Stay calm. Do not panic. 56,000. After that, then we could be seeing a pump up. That is my prediction, guys. This is what I believe that Bitcoin could be seeing, guys. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to click that post notification bell. See you guys next video. Bye!